My name is Paul Thomas, and I am saving the summer movies.
It's been a while now since I've really felt that excitement of a summer movie lineup. I don't know if it's because I'm getting older or because the creative element in Hollywood is legitimately running on fumes. I must tell you, though, that I went to see the third Iron Man, and it's my favorite out of the trilogy. So before you assume that I am completely cynical about what's on the horizon, you can breathe a sigh of relief on that note. If you haven't seen Iron Man 3 yet, it's worth checking out. It made me laugh, it had a solid climax, and just as an added bonus, it had Rebecca Hall. At the same time, though, I feel like sequels and reboots can be kind of a cop-out or tarnish an otherwise respectable franchise. If you don't believe me, watch the Harold and Kumar trilogy and try to justify the second and third versus the original.
I realize, however, that I have a window of opportunity since a new installment to the Terminator franchise isn't happening this summer. The last one was in '09, so one would think we're due for another by now. The third Terminator in '03 was met with mixed reviews, and I think the ending had a lot to do with all its negative press. Another thing the ending did was make a sequel all but inevitable. A sequel which left us hanging for another sequel, prompting me to take matters into my own hands and bring you the synopsis for
Terminator 5, the sequel to the past. It occurs to John Connor that he can send Kyle Reese, his father, back in time to meet John Connor right before the events of Terminator 3 unravel. Reese's orders are to prompt Connor about Judgment Day, the TX, the return of the T-800, and his future wife. It has also occurred to John that tasers may be the most effective weapons against Terminators. After Reese travels back to the respective date and has this conversation with John, they realize that a different variation of the aforementioned may or may not occur as a result of Reese's presence in said period. Anyway, let's just play it safe and find some tasers. The Terminators will find us if and when they're supposed to. Reese goes on to explain that the Terminator will inform you later today, in theory, that you, the other Terminator from your childhood, and your mom did not prevent Judgment Day. You only postponed it. He will tell you that Judgment Day is inevitable, a point on which we are to remain defiant. So, the new objective on the agenda is to postpone Judgment Day again and again throughout the course of history and train proteges to do the same after we're all gone. All we have to do is get to your future wife's dad in time to prevent him from making Skynet self-aware. Any potential solution is better than giving up and accepting Judgment Day. If we beat the TX to the military base, we might even get there in time to reprogram all the other Terminators poised to turn on us so that we have an army of machines on our side that can target the TX. That's it. Bank on Skynet having you pigeonholed, derail its plan, repeat.
There you have it. Problem solved. I have restored the message of hope that the second Terminator movie concluded with and given the franchise a respectable tie-off in the process. As for saving the summer movies, stay tuned for the sequel.